as years progress, what we always try to do is that we have our own catalog of, sampling material, stuff that we've originally done for years. So when we want to go for some fresh ideas, we actually go to our old material, things we've never released.
Exactly.
And we use them as starting points when we, kind of get a block or just looking for something fresh to start off with. That's really where we just went in, just started looking for material to start working on, and Just Don't Speak was there. And it just it felt like this was time. We could hear in our head how to finish the record. Before we could never figure out how to finish the record.
Yeah. It just depends on a particular record. That one we just kind of went as things. We went whatever direction as we developed the track. Sometimes we have an idea and we say, hey man, we feeling this 1980s or whatever, and we kind of end up in that vibe. But this one we just we went with it. Just hey, once we added strings took it in this direction.
Yeah.
Once we added the piano took it in this other direction, and it just kind of tug of war back and forth until it developed into what it was. I think over the years with us, it was not a lot to do in Detroit. So your focus, you had a good focus. I mean, you pointed in a direction and you could see it.
And there also were no boundaries also.
Yeah, exactly.
That really helped out tremendously. I mean, it's very difficult to define what Detroit techno is. And that was the great thing about being able to make this music, is because you didn't have to have it sound like a particular thing. You didn't have to sound like a particular model that was laid out.
We created in the basement, and it went around the world to
it organically happened.
Arenas and stuff. And we are at home, and we don't know what's going on.
I think it's just the goals are different, and not having that barrier where you were just making it for yourself, and now you're being influenced by so many people. That's also where all the marketing comes in. I've seen now many times where a record, the marketing plan is already done before any of the music is done.
We see that a lot.
A lot. Every state and every city is different, but we're all influenced by whatever is being pushed commercially across the United States. Europe was a lot different. Even now,
France might be a certain way.
Yeah.
Belgium might have a certain vibe. It's not all across Europe. Everybody has to like this one thing.
Yeah.
In the States, hey, from East Coast to West Coast and in between, this is what's happening, and commercially they push it that way.
Absolutely does, and it's all part of it. So it's not just the music that you're listening to. It's the socialization of us listening to music together. We're absorbing it together.